Hi, this is Susan. I wanted to show you the pages that I made when I did the jelly printing. I watched Randi's video and I got quite a few tips, a lot of tips from her actually. This is probably about the 6th or 7th time that I've made jelly prints, and this is by far the best batch that I've made so far. I really do have a hard time with putting the stencils on and getting them crisp and clear and so on. So I'm not going to show you as many of those boo-boos as I really made, but this was really super fun. I just put bubble wrap on, put a couple different layers of color, and the one thing that I did was I really loved how Randi's looked with the shine, so I ordered a package of metallic paint, and oh my gosh, I absolutely love that stuff. And I think pretty much every single print that I'm going to show you today has the metallic on it. This one, I think, is about the only one that actually turned out very well using a stencil. And I put a little bit of silver and a little bit of gold and a little white on it with the stencil. And I don't know how much you can actually see it, but oh my gosh, it just shimmers and shines, and I just absolutely love that stencil. Just some green and browns. Here's that same stencil using some brighter colors, and I really like how this one turned out too. I just love this one. Just a couple of basic colors on it. I really liked this color combination. The stencil didn't turn out as well as I was hoping, but I love this color combo, and I'm going to definitely be trying it again. This was copper and gold. And here is just a green of that same stencil that I did. This was actually, I used photo paper. Well, I was really curious. I have a lot of photo paper, and I was really wondering how the color, the paint would adhere, and yeah, it was perfect. So I'll be using some more of that. Just a stencil that didn't turn out as well. And bubble wrap again. This was fun. This stencil turned out pretty well. Just some silver and green. Do you see the shine on it? Oh my gosh, I love that so much. This one kind of turned muddy, but I like the colors. And this one, yeah, not so much. This was that stencil again that turned out pretty well. More bubble wrap. I love the colors on this one. Here's, I think this was a couple different stencils. The one on the right side here was a part of a plastic tablecloth that I put down, and I can't remember what there was on the left, but it just kind of turned out pretty neat. And I am going to be cutting these pages in half for the booklet using the batik fabrics. And this one, I love the colors. I used 4 different stencils, and it turned out okay. I think it's actually kind of funky, and I will be cutting it in half, so you know you're going to have 2 different, very different looks. And again, I really love how this stencil turned out, and I love the colors. And another muddy one. But I don't have nearly as many muddy prints as I used to, thanks to Randi's techniques. I really like how this texture came out, and how that, I just love how that looked. This was an ombre, but I got a little bit too much paint in the dark area. And another ombre I did that was, you know, okay. And again, bubble wrap. Some of them I was able to work on the back side. One of the things that happened when I was pressing the paper down, I got this bright idea to use the brayer. Yeah, no, that didn't work because it actually pushed the paper down too well, and it tore the paper. I really like this print, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan it and use it as a digital print, and then you won't even really see it. I really like this gold. Anyway, I have a lot of boo-boos that I'm certainly not going to share. But I really love learning from Randi on this. Yeah, here was one that just didn't turn out quite as well as I hoped it would. And I even remembered to put the stencil backwards, so the pears did come out right, but there's just, I don't know, there's just something about, I just don't have the knack yet for stencils. And then these other colors, this pink Paris side was the second side. So I actually got the brown from when I was working on this side. So I haven't quite figured out how to keep the colors from going on the back. So that's going to be another thing that I'll be trying to learn. Anyway, Randi, thank you so much for your video. It was so incredibly helpful. And I'll be waiting for the next part. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.